and good night.
Warning, during
My
this
name is
live,
Voja.
we almost
Voja
turned into a
Zazaza.
cosmic wolf beast.
I was traumatized today, you
So
guys.
don't mind
I'm
our
trying my
mad
best
dog foaming at
to
the
take
sides
the
of our
trauma that I
mouths.
experienced this morning and flip it.
When we're
and allow it to
supercharged,
bless
we shift and
someone
transmit.
else who is
Warning.
walking most likely the same path, but on a different road, like me. So to my shadow collective, let's get into it. Now, collective, I only have one question to ask you. What happens when you don't heed Spirit's call? That's an affirmation that my phone is always on silent. And as soon as I go live, it go loud. Hold on. And I know this is going to be a live lecture because nobody called me, bitch. I basically stay to myself in my own cosmic bubble. The fact that someone decided to call me as soon as I go live is an affirmation that this shit's about to be lit. So if you miss any part of it, it will be uploaded to our sister YouTube channel. Okay, let's get into it. What happens, Za, if you don't heed nature's call? Let's put a pin in that. And let me share this. Today I had a crazy day. Today I had an interaction with two human racist Karens. I was driving through a city called Ocala, and I visited a thrift store because you guys know my addiction is thrift stores. Wherever I can find them, I run up in them. To me, when I go thrift shopping, I feel like a queen, even though I am a shadow minister on a very strict budget, backing my whole building retreat by the fuck myself, being single and taking care of a son. So running a legacy, Goodwill and thrift stores are my friend, okay? With that being said, I went into this shop called Hope Chest. Come to find out, it's run by a Christian organization. I'm not surprised. My experience with this so-called Christian organization was jack shit. Yes, you heard me, jack shit. Why is it that religious people are the most mean, vindictive, evil people? Oh, it's because they chase a sheep god. But in all actuality, there's a different type of God behind that sheep god, harvesting all their energy. Thank you, Jesus. Ching, ching, you just paid Jesus's bank account. Ching, ching. Y'all continuously giving your power, your energy to this white sheep god, not knowing that saying, thank you, Jesus, is taking power from you, which instill is giving what the government wants, your energy, your chi, to them. But I'm not here to talk about that today. I'm here to talk about the disrespect that Hope Chest owner and also receptionist who was behind the desk to help people who shop there. Let me bring it down. You guys know when I deal with racism or anger or demon activity, I get into my own demon. So as a woman on the spectrum, I get loud. I get loud. Not disrespectful, just loud. Because as a woman on the spectrum, when I feel I'm being threatened by disrespect, oh yeah, energy goes up and all demons come out and we're ready to rumble. Okay. Now, first and foremost, Hope Chest is like a little thrift shop. I went into the thrift shop. Let me set you the scene, because if this is any of the Facebook people who was yelling at me saying, oh, every time I go in that shop, I have an amazing time, white. Every time I go up in there, there's not a problem, white. And yes, I'll admit, there was even one girl who was like, well, if you're not going to stay here, then why are you posting about the chest, the Hope Chest? You don't even live here. I had an experience here, and I have the right to not be treated with disrespect, whether it because of my color, whether it because of how royal I stand, whether it's because of my bald head, whether it's because of all of my tattoos. I don't care. You respect me like I respect you. When you give me disrespect, that's when, my dear, you have a problem. Okay? So I walked into this so-called Christian organization. Okay? And it's a little thrift shop. When I walk in, the two ladies that decided to call the cops on me, because I guess they felt that they were threatened, were talking to the one lady that was standing in front of the register. Since I came in, you can hear the ladies talking about the day, the children, how they're doing. I guess they are familiar with each other. They were talking since I walked in. Spirit already told me, yeah, if you think she's going to stop talking to help you, you got another thing coming. That's what my spirit's team said. And I was like, it's cool. I just want to ask the question and then I'm going. I'm not really shopping. I just wanted to come in, check out some items, and you'll find out why later. Cliffhanger later. I was like, okay, cool. I will mention, I slowly walked around the store. I will mention, I walked around the whole store. I will mention, I walked around the store twice before I calmly walked to the lady who called the cops on me 5 minutes later for no reason. Okay? And all those people in that Facebook chat that says, oh, when I go to that Ocala location, it's been fabulous. But that wasn't my experience as an Ocala visitor. And I'm disappointed because what I've experienced with Ocala has been amazing, except this one situation with Now I Know, this Christian church. Okay? Now, I don't know if she had a bad day. I don't know if her man didn't give her none. I don't know if her side guy was giving her beef and so she angry. And I don't know. But I got the bulk of this white woman disrespecting me for no reason. I came into your thrift store to spend money. Okay? I came in, check my Facebook, you guys. I'm about to play it. Yeah. They called the cops. And I recorded it. Stay tuned. Don't play with me. And to the individual in the chat, in the Facebook chat that says, oh, sovereign citizenship doesn't work, you better go look at that tape again. Because when that cop lover or that cop cousin that popped up after the girl who was supposed to be working but talking to her friend and decided to call the cops instead of just answer my question so I can go. She herself was in that same negative, demonic energy. I went in there to spend money. I walked around there twice. So I calmly decided, I was like, shit, I have to go. Because if I don't go, I'm going to miss my bus. So I walked up to them with a smile like this. Imagine me without my crown. This morning, I forgot my crown. I didn't wear my crown. So I was rocking my bald head. And I know as a minister, sometimes when people see my bald head or my tattoos, they think like renegade. I'm sorry, you guys. I am so angry. I have cotton mouth and I call it my mad dog stance. When I'm really pissed off and about to catch a case, I get mad doggish. Let me get some water. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Cheers. Because whether that lady knows it or not, but she dropped some money into my cosmic bank account with that disrespect. Let's continue the story. You guys, I'm so disrespectful. Blissed in fire. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. My name is Voja Zazazo. I'm a third I'm sorry. I'm a 6th generational healer and master alchemist. I'm also a shatter healer and a minister of my own church. And this is, I guess, it's basically a church war going down right the fuck now. It's a church war. Shadow church versus religious church. Let's go. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Thank you for the likes. So then I go into the store. I told you. She was talking to her friend the whole time. I walked around the little store twice. Then I decided to walk up because I had things to do. And I said with a smile, you guys are talking about your family and stuff. I just wanted to ask her a real quick question about the discounts on the weekend. She looked at me. Then she looked at the lady who claimed she was Hope. I asked her for her name as I walked out, and what she gave me was Hope. But I know how people demonics are. And when you're in authoritative state and you ask them your name, it doesn't give a fuck if you're coming from a church. They will lie to you. But the lady, the blonde lady who said her name was Hope, I'm presuming she's the lady who runs the store. But she could have been bullshitting. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. So, picture it. I'm right here. The lady's friend right here. And the worker is in front of the friend talking. I came from the side, very respectfully, smiled, said what I said that I said to her. I said, and I quote, you guys are talking about family. Real quick, I have a question about the discounts. Can I ask you about it? She looked at me, and I heard her demon say, uppity ass bitch is interrupting me. Warning, she didn't say this with her mouth, and she didn't know I was a witch neither. Like all the people who were rooting and telling me they're amazing people. Okay, they're amazing people with you, but when they were dealing with me, they were disrespectful. And for that, they're gonna jump into their Jesus bag and pay me what you owe. Okay? And when I actually told the Karen that, I actually told Dawn that, I was like, you know what? Because she said, okay, let me not jump. So then I'm not going to jump. So then I interrupted and I said, can I ask you the question? And then that's when I read her demon mind, and her demon mind said, uppity ass bitch, don't interrupt me. But she didn't say it with her mind. She just gave me a funky ass look, was like, looked at her friend, and then she looked at her boss lady behind her who was further up. Remember, she was there, her friend was there, the desk is here, I'm here, and the Karen Hope lady is like behind me. It's like behind me. It's like a little itty bitty corner store. I'm going somewhere with this. Za, what are you talking about? Remember the title of this live. When you don't heed spirit's call or warning. So then she looked at me funny when I asked her the question, and she said, why are you being so rude? That was so disrespectful. I laughed at her. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? She said, that was so disrespectful. I was talking to her. I said, I know you were talking to her, but you were talking to her about family stuff, and I'm here to shop, and you're behind the desk. This is why I asked you, ma'am, can you answer my question or not? It could have been a yes or no, and we could have been done. But no, you wanted to get into an attitude. So let the monkey show begin. And trust me, my people, we don't come from monkeys. When people meet me, they assume I'm slow until they feel my energy and how my ebb rolls. And then they realize, ooh, I'm dealing with a dark one. Devil's daughter, don't play with me. I'll show you before I can tell you. For real, for real. So then she was like, why are you being so rude? So you know how it works in stores. She said, why are you being so rude? And I laughed at her, and I was like, what do you mean being rude? I'm asking you a question. The lady, the one called Hope with the blonde hair, the short white lady, rolls up. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Rolls up and goes like, oh no, we're not going to do this. You go. She didn't walk up as an owner. What's going on? She didn't walk up as an owner or Christian. Is there a problem? She didn't try to diffuse nothing. I'll be honest with you guys, it felt like I was being attacked by two demons at the same time, coming from two different timelines. It was fire, and I was ready for the fucking initiation. Because what the goal was to get me in jail. What the goal was to get me in jail, but they didn't know who they were fucking with. Okay? Cheers to freedom, baby. I hope y'all weekend is fire, because my shit is starting off lit. Whoa! Whoa, I'm fired. Fucking fired. Okay. And this is sober fire. The only thing I do is smoke weed, okay? And I got a script for that, bitch. Fuck. Anyway. She said, no. You gotta go. I said, I looked at her. She looked at me. I looked at her. She looked at me. I looked at her. She looked at me. I said, miss. I said, miss, you don't gotta throw me out, because I don't spend money where people disrespect me for no reason. I didn't even try to explain to her what her worker did. I truly believe she didn't care. She didn't care. She didn't care at the fact that the only reason I interrupted her talking to her friend is because I wanted to know about the business that I walked in. And I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I read both the white woman's mind, and I feel I was demonically attacked because I walked in there like the royal I am, with less money than every single white woman that was in that building. And there were a couple. 4 or 5. Oh yeah, they watched it. There was a couple. Tell me I'm a motherfucking liar. I've always been to that shop and they're Christian and they always treat me nice. That wasn't my experience, and it doesn't make my experience invalid because it's different from you guys who live here experience at Ocala. I'll say it again. I've been here visiting and I love Ocala. This has been the first demonic situation. May it be the last, because I don't have time for it. We can go up and up, church against church. Because just like you most likely work that store for a church, baby, I'm a church. We can go head to head. Let's see who's still standing at the end. Because I will stand on who I am. I went in your store to spend money, and all both of these 2 white women gave me was disrespect for no reason whatsoever. None. How they treated me was disrespectful and wrong. So I'm not even finished. Let's finish the story because I'm getting in my feelings and I'm done with that situation. I'm done with it. I'm done with the Christians. I'm done with it. So I said, miss, you don't have to kick me out a place I will never spend money at, because I can tell very obvious that you're racist. And I would never give my money to a store that employs and allows people to run it that are actually racist. You can tell me I'm a lie, but have you ever met a 6th generational rich? Check my credentials online. I'm not just no pop-up shop. I've been here for a while. Check my history, okay? I'm consistent. I may be crazy, baby, but I'm consistent with my shit. Nobody can tell me I've done them harm or attempted to do them harm purposely. Even when they do me dirty, I let my demons handle that. I don't get my hands dirty. All I know is that as a minister, there's a level of omnipotent protection over me. So whether other people see it or not, you will pay what the fuck you owe when it comes to this high priestess, whether you know it or not. So as I'm walking out, I'm going to call the police. Now, Pete, the first call, I posted a picture in the 2 Ocala groups I was able to find. Because you guys know I travel. I have experiences in those locations. And if I ever have any demonic activity in the locations I'm visiting, you guys know I go live and share it with you. And I let you know what store or corporation not to fuck with and give your money to. Because that's the only reason I share my private information. So you don't spend your money and attract bad juju in your life by spending money on a company that will spit on you before they actually help you to save your life. Okay? I don't want to hear it. And the people in the chat on Facebook, oh, they help so much people. Oh, every time I shop there, I'm amazing. It's been amazing. it doesn't devalue my experience. I went into that store with nothing but love, and they smacked me around and kicked me out as if I disrespected them. And baby girl, baby boy, all I did was ask the worker about discounts. I know what the problem was. It was how I asked. Again, I heard her demon say in her mind, this uppity bitch just interrupted me. Yes, I interrupted you. And yes, maybe I might be a little uppity bitch. Okay, I admit, bitch. I admit it, Shadow Collective. Yes, I'm a little uppity. Yes. My mama born me and raised me that way. Yes, I'm a little uppity. The bitch who couldn't afford LA gears is uppity. But I was never disrespectful. I came into your house with love, your store with love. All I did was ask a question, okay? Your demons came out because in your eyes, I was acting too uppity. I'll say it again. All I did was ask your worker a question about the discounts. And then she started yelling at me, telling me to leave, which I did. I wasn't fighting that. But as I was leaving, I noticed her picking up the phone. Again, she did this to scare me. And that's when actually she made my pussy wet. For real. Because what she did was, oh, I'm going to call the police. Now, she said, I'm going to call the police. But I don't believe her first call was the police. I believe her first call was either a nephew or a side man that she sees privately on the side. And I'm not talking about her husband who underappreciates her every day of her life. I'm talking about the sergeant that popped up. Now, again, you guys, I have to put this, I learned this from Tasha K. This is all conjecture and what the demons whisper to me in my third eye. There is no law or affirmation or proof of what I'm saying. I'm giving you the spiritual proof. Anyway, I believe it's her side dude or someone she tags on the side or whatever, because she makes a phone call, right? And she said, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. And then the Hope lady started yelling at me to leave. And I said, you don't have to argue with me. I'm not going to spend money here. I'm leaving. I'm wasting energy even being here. I'm leaving. That first call was done. Choo-choo-choo. And then I started dialogue with Hope. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I started dialogue with Hope. I said, you know what? Because I like to warn people when heavy energy is coming, because I'm that bitch and I don't give a fuck. And I said, you know what? What goes around comes around, and the way you treat people will always show in how you get treated. This store is going to go nowhere because the way you treated me so demonically for no reason is ridiculous. And I don't ever see this store being prosperous. In all actuality, I'm sensing demonic energy, which curses this store, and actually anybody who buys from this store is taking something home cursed, which you caused. So if you caused the curse, then it's bringing extra energy into your location. And she was like, we're gonna be fine over here. We're gonna be fine over here. Get out, get out, get out. Now I was like, okay, that's fine. If you want to believe that, you go ahead and believe that. As I was talking to the Hope lady, the other lady who was supposed to be doing her job and just answering my question came from the back. Oh, she finally stopped talking to her friend. We had to get into a fight, Karen, to stop talking to your friend. Really? We had to get into a fight, Karen, to stop talking to your friend. But you couldn't just answer my question that I asked about the discounts on the weekend. But yeah, you wanted to call the cops on a black woman. You wanted a black woman arrested. I see through your Christian demonic eyes, and I call cap. And everything you stole from me from that moment, your squad, your bloodline must return to me in full or pay the price. Bliss and fire and cosmic kisses from the cosmic skies. All right, let me continue with this story that I saw on TV, you guys. Algorithm. Don't get caught up into your feelings. This is for entertainment purposes only. Algorithm. This is for entertainment purposes only. So she then comes outside again, and then she says it again like I didn't hear her the first time. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call the cops. And I didn't realize why that didn't make sense to me until I went outside. Stay tuned. And I was like, you said that already. Call the cops. I was like, you know what? Matter of fact, tell them I'll be waiting outside for them. The whispers whispered to me, yo, they want you to run in fear. I told the whispers, I ain't running nowhere. We dealing with this shit right the fuck now. These motherfuckers don't know me. I've been through too much. I ain't scared of nothing. So, I love my life. I do. I love my life. I'm so different from what I was when I was a child. I was so passive when I was a child. And I guess this is why I teach women to tap into their dark goddess power. Because when you learn how to communicate with demons, there's no block, no curse, no evil eye that can stop you from doing what needs to be done, whether you got it or whether you don't. So I turned to the lady calling the cops the second time. I was like, tell them I'm outside. And then the whispers was like, yo, Zaza, go live, yo, go live, yo. And I'm like, yo. The legions were like, hey, yo, Zaza, go live. Yo, show these motherfuckers what you fucking go through every day of your motherfucking life. Woo! I did that. We went live, okay? And this is what happened when the cops rolled up. Let's get it. Let's get it. Tell the cops I'm outside. Yeah. The whole world is about to know. You're prejudiced. Yes. That's the woman who was supposed to be doing her job, but wasn't doing it. Okay, this is when she was actually calling the cops. This is when she was actually calling the cops. You guys, my name is Voja Zazazo. Listen, fire. Hello.
Hey, I'm with the police department.
Wait a minute.
Why are you undercover? That's my job.
Okay. Wait, I'm trying to pause it.
Wait a minute. The lady who was being racist.
She called this guy.
And you're the one who came out. What is your name, officer? I am Detective LeVay. Detective LeVay. So
I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing this screen. I should be pressing this screen. You guys, the young man that came up, the undercover, he rolled up with the sergeant, okay? You think you're gonna scare me with the sergeant? That's the first person I asked for. Before I speak any sovereign context, I make sure that the sergeant is there, because most likely the sergeant is the only one who knows procedures when it comes to sovereign citizens who walk not in the public realm of citizenship, but the private sector of citizen. Yeah, I'm crazy, but not that crazy. So, thank you for the hearts, you guys. So, the first person that rolled up, I feel when she made that first phone call behind the desk, this sergeant came up too fast and too quick to have been a regular cop. I feel he's either, like I said, a family member, a cousin, or her side piece, the nigga she be grinding into when she's not grinding into her husband. One or the other. But peep what happens. And also peep the sergeant. Because to be honest with you, this sergeant is going to see me again. I will be going to the police precinct and we will be having a conversation. And I will be putting a report out on his sergeant. On his detective. They're going to know who I am. Yeah. We don't run. We deal with our demons.
In Ocala, Florida, was upset at me because I stopped her from talking to her friend to ask her a question regarding the store. And then she said I was being rude because I interrupted their conversation to ask her a question regarding the store. And then I guess they didn't like how I interrupted the conversation, and she called the cops. So it's cool. You know her name, the lady who called you? And who are you, sir? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Sergeant Minucci.
Hi, Sergeant Minucci. Are you Sergeant of Ocala, Florida?
I'm a sergeant with the Ocala Police Department.
Okay, cool. I'm a visitor of Ocala. And this woman is basically racist because, again, I went in there to ask her a question regarding the sales on Sunday, and then she got disrespectful with me because I interrupted her talking about her friend. So I just wanted to go live to make sure why this woman was calling the cops on me when I came in there to ask her a question regarding the store she works at.
Anybody can call the cops.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense to me because it's giving discrimination. It's giving racist. It's giving white women who don't like a bald black woman, you guys. Yeah, I'm a bald black woman.
Do you have ID with you?
No, I'm not giving ID because I haven't done anything.
So I'm going to tell you that you are trespassing.
Oh no, I will never come to this store because it's racist. I would never come to this store. Every black person I know in Ocala, do not come to this store. The ladies are racist. They kicked me out, and then they asked the cops to come.
Can I explain something to you?
What? No, yeah, you said she can call cops whenever she wants.
No,
That's fine.
So I'm verbally trespassing you from the Hope Thrift store. So
You don't have. Okay.
Can I finish?
He doesn't have to, because I don't shop at stores where there's racist people.
Under arrest for trespass after work.
Again, you're giving racist too, because I'll tell you again, listen, I'm on the sidewalk. This is the public property, sir. I'm trying to, you must be a family member. No, he's the one that needs to calm down, because he's yelling and screaming.
At least one time. You've been shot.
I have not been yelling. So you're not related to this lady in here? Because this is unorthodox. They called the cops on the phone, and a cop undercover comes. There's a cop. You call the cop. That's the cops. Thank you. Yeah, that's the cops. Thank you.
I love how spirit is always on time with me. I try to explain to men, this is unorthodox. Listen, I've had cops call on me before. I'm a very intimidating looking woman. And you go ahead and call the cops. I can handle my own, okay? Cops don't fear me. They work for me, the private sovereign citizen, okay? So when the cop, okay, that's what I was trying to point out. When she was behind the desk, she called her family member. But when she came out, I was wondering why she was doing it again. She called the actual cops the second time. The first time she called Shorty, I guess she run up in every weekend without her husband. But the second call she made was to the actual cop, because the second cop car rolled up at the timing of what a regular cop would respond to a disturbance at any situation or location. This man right here, I didn't like his energy. This man right here, I didn't like how he spoke to me. I didn't like how he handled it. And that's why I'm going to the precinct to write a report. Because as a private citizen, I can file a complaint just in case. I'm not stupid. This man can make me a target, but I'm going to make sure there's a report on our first experience just in case anything else pops up while I'm here. Because I'm visiting a friend, and I don't know how long I'm going to be here because I'm helping her out. So for as long as I'm here, ain't nobody going to stress me the fuck out. Oh yeah, we're going to the precinct, and we're writing a fucking report against that motherfucker. And I'm going to ask the sergeant to talk to the sergeant so I can ask for the paperwork because you're the one that was there. Yeah. Hello? Nice to meet ya. Shadow Witch. Bitch. Oh. Where you going, sir? Like, you're banning me. And did you notice how he tried to ban me? Bitch, I'm on the sidewalk. Law something, something, something says sidewalk is public. As soon as I walked out of her place, I was out of her place. As soon as I walked down the steps and onto the sidewalk, I was on public property. Know your law, sovereigns. He tried to trip me up. Oh, you're gonna bust me trespassing. Trespassing how? I'm on the sidewalk. And then you notice how he asked me for my ID. Why, sir? Has there a crime been committed? Has there a crime been committed? No. So you can't ask me for my shit. Ooh, these slave cops, boy. Let me tell you something. There are some amazing cops, you guys. But there are some cops that are only cops because the badge allows them to do a lot of things that people without badges can't do. It's the same thing with churches. A lot of church people and church workers will be disrespectful and demonic and hide behind the premise of, oh, it's a church community because we help 80%, fuck the 20%, we bend over and run up in and be mean to and disrespect and steal from. That's not how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to ignore the 40 that you abuse because you take care of 80. That's how the churches work nowadays. Our church work different, and we're not going to tolerate it. And we will call out every church we catch doing it. Hope Chess, you're wrong, and you need to pay what you owe spiritually. Oh, that was it. I think that was it. I think that was it. I think that was it.
You're a family member, and what you just did was illegal. Because no. Hey, officer, are you responding to the call? Okay, good. I have a question.
Okay.
Why is it illegal to interrupt a woman who's talking about the day-to-day to ask her about the business that I walked into?
It sounds like they wanted you trespassing.
Yeah, no, I left. I'm never coming back here again.
Yep.
My thing is, the crazy part is, you can call the cops for a woman coming to ask you a question and then call family members to come try to be rude and disrespectful to
These
you.
aren't family members. These are detectives.
When you call the cops, detectives don't come.
Yeah.
A blue and white comes.
They are police officers.
Okay, I've never been here before, so I'm visiting. You can tell them they won't ever have to worry about me coming in here again. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Yeah, let them know. I'll never come here again. Never.
Let me say something funny. My spirit team gave me an affirmation to not be afraid, because you know what started happening? The cop that rolled up didn't put his car in drive, and the cop car started slowly moving. So the cop had to stop talking to me to take control of his lost cop car that was rolling down the road because it wasn't in park. That was just a little play-by-play that my legions were telling me. Don't worry about none of those people that are trying to hurt you, Za. You're a good person. You went in there to shop. I don't care if they called the cops on you, Za. You are safe. Don't even worry about it. And I was, you guys. I am just upset. And the reason why I cried, yes, I cried in the recap on my Facebook page, Zemyaza Healing Corps, T.O.E.T, because evil doesn't hit me often because I stay in my bubble. I stay to myself. I'm a productive private citizen. I do what I need to do for myself, and I move forward, okay? I don't be in people's business. Drama, commotion. You know, so when negativity hits me like it did today, it shows me. It really shows me, to be honest with you, it shows me that nothing can really kill me, to be honest with you. They can try, but nothing can really kill me. And if you want to try to kill me, you go ahead. But I'm going to prove to you every time that I will be the last one standing. I will be. We will be the last man standing. I don't care what both of those cops said. He knows that woman. And I'm going to find out, because I'm going to get the names, because I have the right to. Because when I press charges, I didn't ask. What I fucked up at, you guys, is I didn't ask for their badge numbers. So when I go to the police precinct, I think I'm gonna go next week. When I go to the police precinct, I'm going to have to show the video so I can find the sergeant and then go into his office and have a little conversation. And then just in case they want to kill a black bitch and then I go missing, you know who did it, okay? Just in case, because this Ashley Robinson shit is affirming to me that single black women like us are in danger on these streets, not because of white men, but because of white women, angry black men and angry black women. We can get it from everywhere. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Thank you. On some more real shit. I'm doing a ritual right now, so I can't really speak to the people in the room because, yeah, there's a ritual going down right the fuck now. And the ceremony is almost over. Thank you for participating. All right, real quick. So I'm not looking at the screen because if you don't want to participate, you can actually screen out of the room. And because I didn't see your name, because all I need is a name. Quick fun fact. Do you know all you need is a name to complete a curse? Did you know that? All you need is a name to complete a curse and fuck up a motherfucker's life for years, for being disrespectful, for killing your family member, for harassing you, for beating you, for graping you. Grapes are not good. Okay? Whatever the reason. I'm one of them ministers. I believe in eye for an eye. I really do. I'm one of those. I feel like standing up, you guys. I've been sitting down so fucking long. Shit. The fuck? I got nothing to fucking hide. On some old real shit. I got nothing to fucking hide. Okay? Listen, fire. Welcome to our online shadow ministry. I am your head minister, Voja Zazazo. Remember, you guys, I am also an LGBTQ officiant. So if you are getting married next year, I travel and I do perform officiate weddings, whether it be tribal or whether it be more orthodox, more religiously orthodox. I have two different forms of wedding ceremonies when it comes to marriages, the tribal one and the orthodox one. So you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to hit us up at lifecoachhealing@gmail.com. That's lifecoachhealing@gmail.com. Okay,